let's be casual about this.
Cash.
There's
Smart. Cash.
there's 4 of you. There's 3 mics.
Make it work.
We're gonna make this work because we're all professionals, as we've been talking about off air. Good times. Glass Animals, welcome back to the Twin Cities. It's so cool to see you guys again.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
As we record this, you're performing tonight at Myth, which is quite the attendance-wise, at least, big step up from like the 1,500 that First Ave is able to hold. I mean, being a band for a relatively short period of time and having the success so quickly. I mean, how are you handling it, and how does that feel to you?
No, we've all gone off the rails.
Drew's mad.
Drew's gone mad.
Sure.
Yeah, he's naked right now.
It's like Guns N' Roses 1980 style. You're gonna like trash the room.
This room's mad.
Yeah, he's just wearing small nipple tassels. No, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Mainly. That's all we can say.
It's gotta feel great to get this record out there now too, right? I mean,
feels good.
To me, it feels like it's pretty. I mean, you released it 2 years after the first one, but bands don't normally release records that quick, right? I mean, what inspired you to put out a record so fast?
It happened fast.
Mhm.
I think that we didn't really have a choice. We just as soon as we finished touring the last record, went straight to the studio, started cracking on. Within like 2 weeks, demos were done. Went and kind of refined it over the next like 3 months, and then it was ready. It wasn't really our choice. It just happened.
It's a creative process, right? I mean, being in a band must be so cool. I've always wanted to do that and just.
It's all right. You can be in ours if you want.
Well, I would love to be in your band.
What do you do? What can you do for us?
I'm a great triangle player. I can do that.
There's actually there are some
triangle?
songs with triangle. No, we need we've got
We
triangle.
do need a triangle.
Yeah,
Have you seen the Nirvana performance from, what was it, Reading and Leeds back in like the early 90s, and they had that hype man on stage? Like he was a dancer, like a mosher. Like I can do that.
You can do that.
You know, while you're performing, I can be like a hype man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
also need a flute player. If you play
We need
the
a flute player.
That's
That's
we
true,
actually
yeah.
seriously need that.
Yeah,
Music school. When I was like elementary school, you play the flute.
recorder.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I can do that. I can do that.
Cool.
I'm so in. I'm in. I'm gonna quit this job. I'm gonna go on tour with you guys because it looks like you're having a lot of fun.
No fines from the FCC. For you.
0 fines. We were talking before we were recording about how we can't curse. Like if I get an F word out on the air, I mean, theoretically, you can get fined like $250,000, and I don't have a job anymore.
That's done. You have to take our offer as a band member.
I would have to. I would call you guys
have
immediately.
no
So
choice.
let's not get fired here. You guys won't get fired. I might. We're gonna be okay. Seriously though, how long have you been on the road for this record now?
2.5 weeks, maybe.
How's
it
it
feels
been?
like an age.
Has it? Why is
I
it?
mean, it's been fun, but it's been a lot of driving. There's been a lot of
America's
driving.
big.
It's a big old place.
Yes.
Right here.
One thing about the Twin Cities, it's like once you're here, it's awesome. Like once you're in Minnesota, it's great, and you're looking around. There's buildings. There's a lot of lifestyle that you can live. A lot of lifestyle you can live. You know what I mean? It's a good spot. It's a cool place.
There's a lot of lifestyle.
Sounds exciting.
But you know, it's kind of out of the way. You know, Chicago's relatively far. Indianapolis and stuff. We're kind of in our own little bubble right now, which is cool. But yeah, a lot of driving, I imagine. So I apologize for that. but
No, it's cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff to see along the way.
we're gonna make up for it for a kick-ass
Bears.
show tonight.
Oh,
That's what's
yeah.
gonna happen. Myth's a very cool room, and you have a lot of cool fans. I mean, that show at First Ave last year. That was personally my first show at First Ave. I had just moved here before then. Yeah. So watching that crowd and having that be my first experience at such a legendary venue and have it be you guys was a very cool experience. So very excited to see what you're going to be doing tonight. How's the tour been so far? How's the reception been from the fans? How have you been feeling about it besides all the driving?
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
First show we played in Raleigh, North
North Carolina, sure.
Raleigh.
We had
Yeah.
a lot of people screaming the words of the new songs at us. It was the first time we played a few of them, and it was
That's
quite-
crazy.
I mean, it took a long time for that to happen on the first record, like years before people knew any of the words, and it's immediate.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't really sing them in any decipherable way.
They did most of the singing.
Did you? Yeah, you're just kind of hanging back, let them play.
Yeah.
Some triangles or stuff. I mean, it's impressive because, you know, I hear bands talk a lot about how the first album is sort of like your life's work.
Yeah,
It takes 20 years
Yeah,
or 25 years,
hits.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's your greatest hits in your head. And to have that be such a slow process for people to get it and to know those words, and then you spend a year or two on the second record and it's like instant. People love it right away. And it's got to be a cool feeling.
yeah.
Cool. It took much less time than 2 years. It took like months.
Is that right?
Yeah, a
it
couple
was
of months.
lucky. It was very lucky.
Super fast.
I
When's
don't
the
think
next one
we'll ever
coming
do that
out?
again. Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Oh,
Saturday. No, I thought
Saturday,
it was
yeah,
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Tuesday, I think.
What is it?
Naked Drew over here.
A little
He's
unconventional.
lost it.
Yeah,
He's lost it.
He's been awake for about 2 months.
I've been awake for about that as well, so we can relate. That's cool. No, I was in Nashville last night, actually. Have you spent time there before?
Oh yeah,
Nashville,
we started
wicked.
there.
I love
We were there
Nashville.
About 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
It's
it was
cool.
Hot.
It's very
It's
hot right
not
now,
hot
and if you
here.
like,
This is the opposite of Nashville.
yeah, definitely for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
So
freezing.
yeah, it's like just now getting cold, like today.
Oh,
Or
today.
like this week,
today.
about this
Today.
week.
Okay.
I wore my winter coat for the first time today.
Yeah,
So
well,
here you are, and we're keeping it
I had to
cozy.
go to a
This is
Goodwill store and
you
buy
mentioned
this.
before we jumped on the air, this is kind of like a treat. You guys don't all usually get together for one interview. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Keep
the
apart from each
gagging
other as
orders
much
have
as
been
possible.
lifted.
Yeah, you don't want to hang out with each other all the time,
No
right?
way.
Drew's been ungagged.
Yeah, it's the worst.
because he's
Yeah.
naked. So
It's the only time we have to be away.
Dave, you know this is
really.
being
Is
filmed,
that right?
so everybody can see that he's not
what?
naked.
no,
Yeah.
but it's mainly on the
Sucks.
radio. isn't it?
Naked in spirit.
Oh, we're filming this. This is gonna go on the internet and
Is
everything.
radio
Damn
all on
it.
television now?
What's that?
Can everyone see radio now? I thought it was.
You know what we
audible.
on Go 96.3 we actually do that on our website. It's called Go TV. You might notice that there's some cameras in the studio.
There's one
And
there.
listeners have the option to stream us via video if they choose. We call it Go TV. That guy Zeke right over there filming us. It's his that's his doing. That's his
Zeke's
creation.
doing a super job.
So modest over there, Zeke. Thanks, man.
Silent but awesome.
How to Be a Human Being is the second record. I have read that your approach was to be more human on this album. Am I hearing correctly? And what do you mean by that?
What we spent a lot of time touring and met lots and lots of people, and that I think that just inspired me to write about people.
Mhm.
Felt like the natural thing to do.
How is it different from just not maybe I didn't catch it on the first record, but how is that different relative to the first record? Was it not really talking about people or
It was
Not so
nonsense most of
just
the
all
time.
nonsense? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonsensical.
Not a good record at all.
Mumbling.
No one liked it.
Terrible.
Didn't do well. Yeah. Not very good.
Nah.
It was a lot more abstract, the first record. Yeah, it was about creatures and rainforests and
Sure.
tropicalness. And this
Goats.
one's goats. Yeah, this record's more about.
Put the gag back
It's
on
raw.
him.
It's rawer. It's down to earth. It's gritty. It's about
I appreciate that. I
Everyone.
mean, I'm obviously being sarcastic. I thought the first record was great. And what's cool about it and what's cool about the evolution into this record is that, you're experimenting with sounds. I mean, what is alternative music in 2016? What are genres in 2016? And I like the fact that you guys are able to kind of break that and just make music reflective of how you're feeling at that moment. I mean, you have a song with Joey Badass, which I think is the coolest thing ever, right?
Pretty cool.
pretty cool.
How did that happen?
We were in New York, and he lived in New York, so that was kind of the start. And we were doing a show, and we had a day off the next day, and we heard through the musical grapevine that he liked one of our songs, like our song Toes.
Okay.
And we really liked his mixtape. So yeah, we got in touch and got into the studio, and he made a musical baby. Yeah.
I imagine I hear some hip hop in your music, like with the beats and the kind
Yeah.
of groove of it. I mean, is that a fair assumption that you're influenced by hip hop at all when you're making records?
Definitely.
Okay.
I think it's a kind of subconscious thing, but I think between us we listen to quite a lot of hip hop. Yeah.
And I think your audience listens to hip hop too. I mean, we're in the alternative channel right now. You look over there, there's the hip hop channel. It's
Oh.
Go 95.3.
Why aren't we
Oh, yeah.
Go
talking to them?
96.3. You want to go talk to them? We can do that right
Yeah.
afterwards if you want.
What the hell?
I mean, it's cool. Whatever. I'm kind of getting over this anyway, so no.
I'm
They
done.
don't look like they're having as much
No.
fun.
It's very dark in there.
It's very dark.
Very dark.
Very
I mean,
serious.
Sometimes we like it moody, I mean, this
Very
is
well-dressed
more light
man.
than I'd prefer it too.
Oh.
So, how do you like? I mean, when you're in the studio,
No,
do you like
mood
it to be
lighting.
lit?
No, mood lighting,
Mood lighting.
definitely.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping it cool. We
Create an atmosphere.
yeah. And the first record we did that a lot. Actually, on this one too.
Yeah, this one too. We
Yeah.
change the color of the lights and the room. We can change all the colors. In
Oh,
the studio
sure.
And project. So I'm really into projecting things over the top of the sound desk and onto a screen in front of it, so you kind of get an atmosphere.
What is that? Is that like Sonos? Is that what that's called? Like you can change the color of the room, like with your phone or something. I don't know. Technology.
It was like a wheel.
This
There
is
was
just
a
giant
wheel,
color wheel stuck
and you
to
just
the wall.
choose which color.
Oh, really?
on
It's
the
pretty cool.
Oh, wow, that's
spectrum
nice.
that you want.
Fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
I appreciate the casual and laid back nature of this conversation. These are always my the most fun I have talking to bands. And in all seriousness, I very much appreciate what you guys do. I tell bands this a lot that I respect. You make my job a whole lot easier. So please continue doing what you're doing. Cannot wait for the show tonight, and enjoy your time in the Twin Cities.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for
Yes,
having
cheers.
us.
Pleasure.
Cheers.